Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. Welcome to Miss Martin Muses and some Monday musings. Yes, precious, today we are musing upon narcissism again because it's kind of fascinating. Eh, It's also, I've been listening and a lot of people have been wanting more. So why not? We're going to be sharing my research. As always, I tell you that I am not a psychologist, nor do I play one on TV. I am just sharing some of my research, and I encourage everyone else to reach out to experts, and if need be, if reach out to your local healthcare provider, psychologist, etc., if you feel like you need some help. So you're not going to get it here. You are going to get the food for thought, and things that maybe can help you for some self improvement or knowledge. Knowledge is power. Look who it is. It is Potato Revan all the way from the future. And yes, you are first. Biggles Metz. Hello. I'm not a social media narcissist, just a fun one. I prefer it when you talk about me. Oh, sorry. Well, that's because you're a narcissist. I bet Snow would be a social media narcissist. Yes, she would. Smack the like button like David should. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, I am getting this party started. Hello, it is Dad Man Walking. Thank you for being here. Look, everyone's saying hi. Laugh out loud. You're 7 minutes late. What do you call us? I demand a refund. Hope for real. Hope you're fantastic today. Yes, thank you. Actually, yes, I was called away by the lady who gave me birth to help her with something. But indeed, I am here. Yes, I am. All the way from stormy Florida. If you saw that little video of our balcony furniture sliding sliding like a water slide, that's what that was. But thank you everyone who is here and who will be watching on the replay. Why social media narcissism? Because this has come up before, hasn't it? We were wondering, is social media the age of social media creating narcissists, or is it just that narcissists are attracted to social media? Now, we all have what I might call narcissistic traits. That's part of being human. But we're talking a little bit about the disorder, the personality disorder of narcissism. Look at everyone saying hello to each other. Yes, it is. So, for all of you listening who are feeling judged, if you think I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you, but I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about everyone. I'm talking about the whole planet. I found this interesting though. I went to Psychology Today. Was it Psychology Today? Yes, it was. And another one that really said some interesting thing. How is Krusty Cat? Well, she is with the cat sitter right now. So you will not be hearing her. Usually at this point, she would be trying to sit on the computer, or the other one would. She is usually talking about me, but not today. Yes. Yes. No, I'm talking about everybody. Everyone always gets judged. Well, because maybe there's some aspect to us that we relate. Well, first of all, here I am. Here I'm on social media. I'm on YouTube. I have a Twitter. I have some other accounts, Instagram. I don't really use it, but it's a thing. So I also use these as cautionary tales, especially when it comes to social media. The person I do not want to become. But without further ado, oh, we have breaking news. Frodo destroyed the ring today, March 25th, aka the solemnity of the Annunciation or the Incarnation. But also in Ireland, breaking news: Simon Harris just voted in Prime Minister, or voted in as Prime Minister, or the Taoiseach. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Probably a bad thing because I'm just not used to good news. I will definitely be Googling that later, but let's go ahead and first start. What is the definition of a narcissist? This is the same one I used for my video last week because it still holds. Oxford definition: a narcissist is a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Keyword excessive. We all have admiration of ourselves. If we didn't, there would be something wrong with us. We need to have self-esteem. This is when it goes beyond. The definition is just a picture of me. says Bigglesmets. Indeed. So this is the definition of a narcissist. But we're talking about it in social media. The question was posed in Psychology Today. Let me cite my source at PhDs W. Keith Campbell and Carolyn Christ. Their conclusion was social media doesn't turn people into narcissists. Rather, it reinforces existing narcissism, which is kind of what I said earlier. And that seems to be the consensus. Now, they don't say this definitively because scientists and psychologists cannot say so because more data may come out and we need to have more studies. But this was generally that we can generally assume that social media does not turn people into narcissists. So the people that you see that aren't on social media or other things being all narcissistic, it's because they're off living their lives. Potato Reverend says, look at the Twitch thinkers who get mad if you don't give them $5 for watching the stream. Yes. Well, and that's a part of it as well. People take it so personally. Like, for example, who do we have? We have the people that I've called out today and some people that are silently watching, and that's fine. But certainly not 50 people, not 100, though hopefully on the replay because these have been getting good views, and that's fine. But imagine if I were then to just lose it. I should be having more people. I'm taking this personally. All the people that I know that are not currently in the chat, currently actively sharing, well, I'm going to take that very, very personally and have my ego take a big hit. No. Often the most logical answer is the most logical answer. People are at work. People are doing something else. People didn't even know I was going live. Or maybe the topic doesn't interest them. For a narcissist, it's all about you. So let's go into what they say in their article. Some of the key aspects, as they say in their title, of social media narcissism, social media. The prevalence of selfies. Me, showing off themselves. And lots of selfies. They get a little more specific about the kind of selfies that you're going to see in a second. Oh, Bigglesmet says, Drunk 3PO has gotten everyone to make fun of me when I gift subs. It's super funny to me. I think they're trolling those Twitch people. Possibly, yeah. Well, and we know that it's all in fun with Drunk 3PO. But not just selfies. Because, okay, you do a selfie. Does it mean you're a narcissist? No. But especially a lot of posting of their bodies. This is their words, not mine. Them at the gym, you see those a lot. That's a big thing, I think, with another platform. But yes, I'm working out. Look at me in my tank top and my short shorts and showing off. But definitely lots of posting of their bodies, not just themselves, like all smiling and looking happy, which, again, objectively speaking, there's nothing wrong with this. It's when we see this prevalence and a lot of it. And what do they get from doing this? Oh, followers. Followers are very important to them. Now, I always say that followers, well, yeah, they are important to me. I say this often about people in my chat. You're the most important people in the world. And you are. I think it's very important. But when we're talking very important in the context of narcissism, it means it's like everything. Because let's think about it. Narcissists like to have everything to feed their ego. They're often very insecure. And this goes back to the posting of their bodies and the selfies. Because what do you usually get when you do that? You get lots of people going, hey, looking good, and posting like, and all sorts of compliments. That feeds the narcissism, feeds the need to receive validation. And so having lots of followers is very important because that shows how important I am. And why social media is especially an aspect of this is because probably the very people that do this on social media are the ones that are not getting it in their real lives, in their 9 to 5 job, in their family. And so where can they go to get their narcissism fed? Where can they go to feel good about themselves, even in this rather pathological way? Social media does it for them. Let's see. Potato Rim said a certain big YouTubers follow act like it's cult. It's scary to see. Oh yes. Well, how do I say this? If we're dealing with a narcissist here, all of their followers, all of their people constantly praising them and, "Oh, you're so funny. Oh, you're so brilliant. Oh, you're so hot." Whatever it is, that feeds that narcissism. Mhm. I think it's something entirely different why people feel like they have to do that, to people they don't know. I think they're what are those called? Parasocial relationships? Oh my gosh, maybe that'll be something I will talk about. I mean, I won't lie. If I know someone, if I like someone, or if I think someone posted something funny, yeah, I might do that. But, if I do it all day, every day, especially the same person, or I don't know. Yeah, that can be an issue. So that's where it's a cautionary tale for all of us. Am I doing this? Am I as a YouTuber doing this? Now people might be saying, "Well, you're barely anybody." And yes, I am barely anybody. What is it? Just past 1,000. Actually, when I've posted it because I got 1066 for the Battle of Hastings. Yeah, I'm not anyone special, but I'll tell you what, you can be just as narcissistic with 1,000 or 2,000 followers as you can with 1,000,000. It's how you act. It's not necessarily whether or not it is rooted in reality. And when I say I'm not that special, I'm not fishing. I really mean it. I know I'm not. I'm not that special. Or at least on YouTube, I'm not. I have some accomplishments in my real life that I don't talk about, but you know what? That's something neither here nor there. Biggle says he can't be a social media narcissist. How dare those peasants talk to me? Exactly. Word of the day is the best. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, you enjoy that? Yes. And I do enjoy those as well because it helps with literacy, makes us better people. So the number of followers is very important, not in the healthy sense of, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for subscribing." It's important to my very being. And other people getting more followers or if their channel blows up can trigger narcissistic injury. Trolling. Yeah, I think that we often don't think of trolling as narcissistic, but it actually is. It also delves into soci sociopathy, and I would add even psychopathy. That's my opinion. As I say always, I don't I play one on TV, not in real life. So please get professional help. Speaking of professional health, Ryan Kittle, RK Outpost says, once you teasing, love you to death. Once you pass 1K, you are officially a narcissist. Oh my gosh, I won. You're right. They do. Haven't you've noticed that too, Ryan? Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm in the narcissist club. Yes, it's all your fault too. You were the one that helped me out with that last push on your channel. Yes. Okay, so I am a narcissist now who reads books. Yes, I do. Ryan, everyone's saying what's up? And it's Jeremy Russia approved. Hello, Miss Martin. Hello. No, how could I have forgotten? Yeah, it was actually funny. I was thinking that I would start kicking people off my panels. It's like, "Oh, you're not important enough for me anymore." Yay. I want my narcissist pin. Yeah, you're not there yet. So Biggles, you are a fake narcissist. And if you get a check mark, I guess that makes you really, really awesome. So trolling. Now, what does trolling have to do with narcissists? Oh, and it is linked to sadism and psychopathy. Okay, I have the official PhD people. Yeah. So sometimes people will be like, ha ha ha, I'm just a troll. Ha ha ha. Isn't this funny? Ha ha ha. Aren't I funny? Well, guess what? Actually, you're proving that you're a sadist and a psychopath. How is this related to sadism and psychopathy, which is also second, third, fourth, and eighth cousins of narcissism? They post to get a reaction from others and enjoy arousing anger in other users, including people they don't know. Now, the key word is enjoy arousing anger in other users. There are some people that will use it to use social media to arouse anger in others, to drama farm, or to get clicks, because the more clicks you get, the more money you get. I tend to think that that's kind of morally neutral. If you got to put food on the table, if that's how you put food on the table, that's how you put food on the table. I always just warn people, if you know that people are just trolling, and most people are, don't give them the attention they order, or don't give you their energy. Don't give them, rather, your energy. Yeah, but yeah, they enjoy it. They will post to get a reaction from others and enjoy arousing anger in other users, including people they do not know. And we say arousing anger. I mean, they will often be cruel. Like they'll say something about your family member, your wife, your husband, your something very personal to you, and they will enjoy doing it to people they don't know. So that is a sign of narcissism. If there is an overuse of it and a weird enjoyment of it, you can usually see these patterns very quickly, usually within a few days of watching a Twitter pattern if you do it through Twitter. What did Biggle says, "I thought the 11th commandment was thou shalt troll dum-dums." No, thou shalt not. You see, trolling is, well, it can be an aspect of narcissism. It's very dangerous, in my humble opinion, dangerously close to cruelty, and as I say, it is like to linked to sadism and psychopathy. So keep that in mind, kids. But when you're dealing with the narcissism aspect, is they will enjoy arousing anger in other people, and in a way to get compliments from others. Like, "Ha ha ha, look how you owned that person. You're so funny. You're so awesome. You're so brilliant." Everything is about me, 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 and one more me. I don't tend to like trolling, unless it's lighthearted trolling. There's such a thing as lighthearted trolling. Check this out. A narcissist will relate strongly against negative comments on their own posts. When I say retaliate strongly, I'm not talking about your average, okay, whatever, or go away, dummy, though or even stronger language. I personally don't like that, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Keyword retaliate, revenge. Remember, narcissists want revenge, and not just smallly, strongly. and they'll react like you just hurt their puppy against negative comments on their own posts. And they don't even have to be that negative. Very, very sensitive. And they will want revenge. And the psychologists say this could be related to their desire to dominate and control others, as well as shift the focus of attention to themselves. Can't believe this person said this. Look at my quote tweet showing this person was mean to me. Then everyone's like, no, 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 you are brilliant. You are smart. You are kind. You are beautiful. You are sexy. You are buff, or I don't know what, whatever compliment they need. It focuses attention onto themselves and gives them a supply of helping their ego. Yeah. My gosh. Oh, crave fame. Well, duh. Maybe guilty is charged. Everyone craves a little bit of fame if they're on social media, or otherwise, why are we doing this? People imagine that they're going to be a movie star or they're going to be a celebrity and they act accordingly. It's usually quite cringe, frankly, to see that. Okay. Now I am changing articles here to the work from Elijah Aiken. So here is my source here because it kind of flows mostly. Platform for self presentation. So that's what narcissists want to promote themselves. Narcissists want people to compliment them. Narcissists want everything to be about them. So what's great, what's better than social media? It provides all of that. Biggles Met says, I got back on social media to talk to Ryan and troll Jeremy. Ah, well, that's obviously different than the sadistic kind of trolling. And yeah, Ryan's awesome. Platform for self presentation. So it gives you everything about me, 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 me. And it gives you narcissistic supply. That's why social media goes so hand in glove. Narcissists need a supply. And if you don't get the supply in your real life or whatever, well, where can you get it? You can get it 24/7. It's as close as your smartphone to get all the narcissistic supply that you need. What is narcissistic supply? Why? It is validation, admiration, reassurance, power, and control. Narcissists need a supply. Why? Because this is how they get their validation. This is how they get admired. This is how they are reassured that they are powerful and that they have control. Narcissists use supply to suppress painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions to construct a positive self perception. Paradoxically, while narcissists appear to be very self confident, they are actually the most insecure people you will ever meet. So, their supply gets rid of painful thoughts, feelings, emotions, whether it's daddy issues from childhood or something about today, or they're not feeling like they're being appreciated enough at work or in their family or in their relationships. And how do they feel good about themselves? The narcissistic supply. Now, normal people deal with these things as grown-ups, and if You find a way of coping with painful thoughts and feelings and emotions and how you're gonna get on with your life. Narcissists do not do that. They're not capable of it. And you get digital affirmations when Elijah rather, Aiken is referring to digital affirmations, he's talking about things like likes, things like, "LOL, you're so funny," or number of reposts, retweets, whatever we call it nowadays, number of comments, number of likes on videos, number of subs. And so narcissists will interpret these things as proof of their exceptional status, justifying their grandiose self perception. So they already have a grandiose self perception. And when they see all these likes and things, they're like, yes, I am brilliant. I am perfection and loved and all of these things. When let's just be honest, it's just someone pressing like on a video. Oh, oops. I think I doubled the slide. And this goes along with the level of control. That's another aspect of what social media has with narcissism. Because narcissists have to be in control. Whether you're talking about what's your favorite color, favorite ice cream, favorite movie, favorite book, favorite author, they have to be in control. They have to be right. And it offers a certain level of control that enables narcissists to dictate the terms of their social exchanges. So if you're minding your own business in a face-to-face encounter or even in a voice encounter, say you're on a panel together, you are not in control of the social exchange. But if you are doing it in a social media situation where perhaps whether you're using a tweet or a Facebook post or even a solo response video, it's one way they're in control and they can then dictate how the discussion will go. And if you try to engage on a level of what should be a discussion, it just won't work because it's too easy to block, mute, or even pretend that they didn't hear or take one word out of context in a way that you cannot do if you are with voice. Oh, well, Biggle, since it's all about him, he's talking about all of his favorite things. Yes. Whoops. Yeah. And oh, that's kind of what I just said. They can choose when to engage, who to engage with, and how to respond. It's on their terms. That's why a true narcissist probably won't want to have a face-to-face discussion or deal with it in a more normal social situation because you can't control when to engage. If you're sitting across the table from the person, they have to engage with you now and how to respond and who they're even get engagement. That's another thing. The control, the perception of control. Because remember, we're just talking about social media for crying out loud. But even by ignoring you, that's how they can show control. I'm just not even gonna respond to that point this person just made. They can choose. Ooh, it allows them to compare themselves to others. Oh, I'm so much better than this person. Oh, I've got more subs than this person. I got so much more likes than this person. I'm younger than this person. I'm more intelligent than this person. Everything's comparing themselves to others in a way that makes them look good because again, they have to feed that self grandiose image they have of themselves. And someone who is not a narcissist. It is Jacob Ironside. Hello, hello. We're talking about things in social media and narcissism and why social media seems to attract so many narcissists and why it's so prevalent. I've already talked about the thesis from the Psychology Today article, wherein it said that they do not believe that social media causes narcissism, but narcissists like social media for these reasons. And when you realize this, sometimes it makes it easy to tell if you're dealing with a narcissist. Like sometimes you will have a genuine exchange. More often than not, you won't. Oh no, we're in the narcissistic party. Cookies on Mondays. Actually, we don't have cookies here. We have banana bread. Ah, social media helps them maintain status and popularity, or I should say, perceived status and popularity. Because is it really? Is it really a real status and popularity? Some rare cases, yes. But whatever it does, it gives them, you keep going through the cycle of all of these things to make you special. Oh, you don't like banana bread, Biggles? Well, oh, and social media gives people the ability, yes, precious, the ability to manipulate others. Narcissists tend to be very manipulative. And how easy is it to do on social media? You see it all the time. People know, aha, I know how to push these buttons. I know how to get these people right where I need them. And oh, look how smart I am that I have done so. And it allows them to manipulate others and also manipulate the perception that they will have of you, which is, of course, that you are perfect and brilliant. Give them an ever present audience. A narcissist needs an audience. Unless you're somebody incredibly special, you're not going to have a normal audience in your life. Unless you were like, I don't know, Elton John. Okay, if Elton John were to cross the street and go to the Starbucks, everyone would be like, oh my gosh, it's Elton John. You know, you got an audience wherever you go. You will not have that in your life. Most of us won't. But all you have to do is get on social media and suddenly you have an audience. And that audience, it's anyone all over the planet who happens to be awake at that moment who might come across your tweet, may come across your video or whatever it is that you post. What do they call them on TikTok? I don't know. Or Instagram. You will always have an audience. Oh, speaking of which, Jacob Ironside said that there was just a bill to in Florida to prohibit children younger than 14 from joining social media. Ah, I would definitely agree with that. I think that they shouldn't. Of course, the problem is how on earth are you going to enforce that? Because technically, right now, you're not supposed to be on Twitter, I think, without being at least 13. But, you know, it's really beyond the parents. Yeah, that's what Biggle says. And I even say on the parents or not. I was at a school once where, the parents were like, "Oh, my son doesn't not on social media. We don't let them." And then turned out their friends let them use their phone and let them have their social media thing. So during school they had it. You can't even parents can't control social media. That's what makes it kind of so scary. Yeah. And that is true also, potato ribbons. Not all parents are the best, but even the best of parents cannot always. I don't know how you fight the digital monster. And now imagine if you are young and you cannot deal with normal things and you suddenly have an ever-present audience. You suddenly have everyone praising you to the hilts. This is where the question comes, is it making more narcissists than usual from this next generation. The jury's still kind of out on that. I will say that it makes it difficult. Like, you've got people with an ever-present audience praising them, telling them how awesome that you are, and then you're trying to instill certain values in kids or trying to give constructive criticism. Maybe that's why this next generation is so hypersensitive. They're like, "No, I'm not supposed to get criticism. Oh, I'll post what that teacher just said or what my coach just said." And then everyone will say, "Yes, you're brilliant and that person was dumb." So, anyways, ever-present audience. Well, people in line like me. Ah, and then we're bringing this back full circle. Social media doesn't turn people into narcissists, rather, it reinforces existing narcissism. So that's still kind of the conclusion, though Campbell and Christ agree it needs be that we need more data. Scary thing is we we might be too doomed by the time we get said data. Or maybe, well, I think we all have narcissism. But definitely when you see the way people behave on social media and the things to which they are tempted, it's really hard to resist the temptation. That's why I always say, everyone, please examine your consciences every day, whether it's a religious one like I do or make your own examination of conscience. Kind of try to figure out, an examination of conscience in the sense of MINA dash dash HOLE, because we we've made it pretty clear that narcissists are not the best of people, nor is it a healthy state of mind to be in. So we don't want to be that. The other paradox, or if paradox is a correct word, correct me if I'm wrong, is if you are capable of that same kind of self reflection, you probably are not a narcissist. That's sometimes how you know there's a narcissist. They will never admit they're wrong. They will never reflect on their actions. It's always you, not me. They're incapable of self reflection. So probably they will not do that. So if you're even thinking of examining your conscience, then you're probably not a narcissist. Biggle says, "I can confirm I am an a-hole." Well, nah. They think they are saving the world and their word is law. Oh, yes. Oh, you're talking about the backlash of late to woke, which is the ultimate narcissist. Yes. Yeah, they can't stand it. Definitely, they're narcissists. The backlash of, yeah, they just lose it. I mean, when I disagree with people, I just kind of like, yeah, I kind of disagree. I don't lose it. I think people are waking up to narcissists. Yeah. Well, and so many people that have been influencing the world have been narcissists. Oh, entertainment, music, movie stars, rock stars, news personalities. It's it's definitely not a pretty picture. But maybe we can figure out that we will not be manipulated into that, and that's the first step in moving on and away from this. I've always said the best thing that you can do with a narcissist is to ignore them. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be rude to them, but just the short, uh-huh, mhm, okay. Oh, squirrel. Oh, whoops, gotta go. Don't ever argue with a narcissist. And since we're talking about on social media and narcissism, don't don't argue with them on social media, because you're actually, by even engaging with them, you are feeding that narcissistic supply. You're giving them the attention they want. So whether you prove them right, whether you prove them wrong, it doesn't matter. They have already won just by you giving them the attention they ordered. Tater Reverend said, "It's not a modern thing in history. The ancient god kings and conquerors on their own empire are on ultimate narcissists. Yes, that is correct. Yes. I'm not talking more about, the big influences of today are the from the pop culture. You are absolutely correct. Well, yeah, if anyone tells you you're a god from birth, I think that that'll make you a little bit narcissistic. You're special. Also, isn't this also something that's really a terrible way to live? If you are living your life such that you need outside validation to feel good about yourself, that's miserable. You've got to find happiness and peace from within, not from the outside, because it's fickle, external validation. Most of the time, it's probably not even genuine. Isn't this funny? Maybe literally so if it's a bot liking your posts, etc. Why, look who it is. It is Stephen Ransom. Hello, thank you for being here. Potato Reverend says, but in a way, aren't all YouTubers a little narcissistic? We create our own channels, which in a way listen to us, look at us, and then we play the subscriber number game when you see someone less. Yes. Well, yes, I have said that. Sitting there pointing five fingers at myself or pointing one finger at myself. There's four coming back at me. I say I'm talking about you, but I'm also talking about me. That there are aspects of this within the social media circle. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be here. It's when it gets to the pathological level that we're talking with the whole narcissist situation. If you find that you're not happy unless people are liking your stuff, or again, if you're starting to do that attention grabbing behavior, being mean, uh, mocking the sadistic things like that we were talking about, trolling to get this yay me, that's an issue. You do get a slight kick from like, I'm doing better. Oh, are you kidding me? You tell me I wasn't a happy camper when I finally hit my goal of 1,000? Hell yes. Absolutely. That's why I examine my conscience because I keep telling myself I'm not that special. And that's maybe social media addiction. That's another territory. It is real. It mimics the same kind of kick you get from gambling, like gambling addicts. The same thing that people get what dopamine hits, that's what I'm thinking of. So, yes, social media addiction, now that's a whole other, uh, thing, but you did so much hard work. Oh, who, me? Oh, or you, or just in general. Well, yeah, well, that's true. But imagine if I can't even imagine. Can you imagine me? Oh, look how bad I'm so smart. LOL, LOL. Look, I just owned this person. Look at me. I'm so smart. I I I I'm not even a good faker. I'm not a good actress. And most people aren't because they're just showing who they truly are. Stephen Ransom says the platforms are encouraging narcissism. We are intrigued by the impulse to the catharsis of self-indulgence. Darn right. Well said. You deserve it though. Oh well, that's why we like you. You're not a show off. You're not a character. Oh well, that's true. Ironic though. Here I am being a rose. Well, is this narcissistic that I'll say that, well, maybe it's because I am successful in my real life that I know that this is not real? You know, I have a thesis that a lot of the people that go overboard or the narcissists and people with personality disorders that misbehave and are the worst parts you'll see on social media, it's because they are not happy. with their real life or their real achievements. I don't know, but my religion keeps me honest too. Can you imagine going to the pearly gates? I just don't want to be embarrassed. Jesus saying, "Really? Over a few likes on YouTube? You did that?" How embarrassing would that be? The reward jingle in Bejeweled was not designed to provoke a euphoric feeling. Oh, Biggles, a rose by any other name would not be Miss Martin Muses. Oh, the muddy waters of modern times. Yeah. Yeah. Well, video games also do it as well. But that we're talking addiction there. Yeah. Well, and again, what does it say about someone that they feel like they have to run to strangers all the time to talk about themselves and how great they are? Okay. I have found in the past myself getting a little bit sucked in, and then that's when I've usually stepped away. You gotta keep your feet on the ground. So, that's what I have to say about social media and narcissism, or rather, my thoughts based on these scholarly articles. Please go ahead and look to them yourself. Do your own research, or as I said, if you find that in any way anything we talk about makes you go, need to deal with this, go to your support group or even your mental health professional. Nothing wrong with that. Talk it out. Because if you do have some of these people in your life, if you're finding it that it's starting to affect your happiness, yeah, that's something you want to deal with and you want to nip in the bud. Or don't allow yourself to be manipulated by people on social media. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. When you know, wait, this person's just trying to provoke me to anger. Yeah, just stay away and beware the pitfalls. Remember, you're not that special, as Qui-Gon Jinn said in episode 1 of the Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. There's always a bigger fish, and there always will be. So, that's that. Well, we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I still need about 100 watch hours. It it's interesting the way the watch hours work. Speaking of which, yes, please give me the 100 watch hours. But this is for a petty reason, money. But because then I can start to make money off of views as well as the marvelous super chats that I get from all of you. And thank you so much for your support. I always appreciate that. Stephen Ransom says, I would like to thank all the bullies that brought me to my center. Yeah. Well, because sometimes we can become better people by seeing what we don't want to be. Or like if someone does something that makes you feel like garbage, like you just feel terrible. This person just totally put me down. Well, then shouldn't that mean that you don't want to be like the person that's doing that? Fingers crossed. Beagle says, when I get home, I will put you on. Oh, I didn't see that. We do not encourage that here on Miss Martin Muses. And maybe my petals are winking. I do appreciate all of you here. I do appreciate you. And thank you very much. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. Potato Reverend, Stephen Ransom, Ryan Kennel, or Kennel. Gosh, how do you pronounce it? Harry Potter's True Lesson. Yes. Let me make sure I got everyone that popped in. I do not. Oh, Jacob Ironside, of course. Did I miss you, Biggles? I missed you because you're a narcissist. GHKHB something. Hello, a bunch of letters. Thank you for being here. Dadman Walking popped in. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, and be certain to wait a second. I can't say what to be certain about because y'all are saying nice things. Look at my narcissistic supply I'm getting. You watch the videos. Oh, well, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I like to think that my videos are fun and funny sometimes. We appreciate seeing you. Goodbye, you all. Harry Potter, true lesson is Dumbledore raised Harry. Oh no, that's a discussion for another day. Yeah, he wasn't quite the hero, was he? Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, and be certain to be aware of the pitfalls that social media can be with regards to narcissism, and therefore always be true to yourself. Good night.